In 2017, North Little Rock Middle became the first opportunity culture school in Arkansas and began using Summit Learning, a personalized learning approach to teaching and learning. The school's redesigned schedule includes time for teacher planning and collaboration, led by teacher leaders called multi-classroom leaders, MCLs, who also provide frequent on-the-job development. North Little Rock Middle has a strong mentoring program and works with students to design, manage, and sustain programs such as a working urban farm, outdoor education courses, and high-interest projects and activities.
I like that whatever we grow or harvest, we always give it back to the community and the people that are less fortunate.
I really want to start out with one of my favorite quotes, and it's from Frederick Douglass. And Frederick Douglass says, and I just need to I did this as a reminder, but he said that it would be easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. And here at North Little Rock Middle School, 6th grade, we are absolutely in the business of repairing, of making better, of helping students discover their greatness. And that's what I love about this school.
When we started this, our scores were very low. We were in like a D or an F school. In the first year, we were able to get to right at a C level. And for the first time, and I've been in the district for about 13 or 14 years. And so this started when I was in about 10 years. And for the first time in 10 years, and I've only ever been in 6th grade, I think that it was all of us working together, bridging gaps that we had amongst the teachers. Everyone not feeling like they had to work alone anymore, because once you get to middle school, we kind of work by ourselves in our own little world and our own little silos, so to speak. But we changed that, and we brought ourselves together to work to figure out what lesson was best, or hey, this didn't work for me, what did you do? It allowed us to have a lot of conversation.
Some highlights of my school. A lot of people want to be here. Like in our district, if you say you work in North Little Rock Middle School 6th grade campus, people are like, oh, how do you get a job there? I want to be there. A lot of people want it just because it's such a good atmosphere with the staff and the students.
It is a difficult chore that we run into sometimes because we want to make sure that we build those meaningful relationships with all of our students. We have 9 elementary schools that funnel into us. This is the first time in their educational career in North Little Rock that all of the students in North Little Rock come together. And so we're kind of like a melting pot. And with all the different 9 different schools, you've also got the 9 different cultures that are all coming into one. So what we have tried to do a couple of years ago with the opportunity culture model is make this bigger school small. And by doing that, we have 5 interdisciplinary teams. And so each one of those teams is responsible for about 120 to 130 students. And that way it's not kids going all over the campus searching for a teacher that they may have. They have a common core of teachers that they rotate through. That way the kids know the teachers and the teachers know the students.
But my teacher helps me the most because if I need help on my work. Because I'm more like a technology guy. I love technology. I'm always in my phone looking up what types of robots I can build by myself and stuff.
I love history. The way that our teacher gets carried away, like we'll be talking about one thing and then we'll get really intrigued with it, and she'll tell us like a completely different story, but it keeps you hooked, I guess. Like, she makes it really fun and interesting, and like, she's just amazing.
One of my favorite things about the school would probably be farm in the East program. We do a lot of like interactive learning experiences. Like, we grow all of our crops, we take care of animals, we learn how to do these things in certain ways. And our facilitator, KJ Kite, is great. I think she's one of the best teachers I've ever had.
My favorite is astronomy. It's so good. Learning about planets and stars, how big they are and it's like in there. That's what I like.
I like the way, some of the things I like about my school are the ways that we have so many things that we're so many opportunities that we can take. Like there's so many different things, like you can do band or farm or East Tech, or like there's just a lot of different things that you can, different choices that you can have to do instead of just all having to do one
They
thing.
actually want to teach you and want to show you how to do stuff, and that really supports somebody, and they are just really good at teaching. They seem to have this sort of form of, okay, you don't get it first time, get the second time. If you don't get it the third time, I will try my hardest.
So we have opportunities for students to find their voice. Okay. And by that, I mean learn about themselves as learners. That's what Summit gave us, being able to talk about their learning, being able to discuss what their needs are. So the first thing that we do is explore with students ways that they learn. And then we give them opportunities to talk about what they don't understand. They get to share things that may not be academic. They have nothing to do with school, but they have something to do with the whole child.
One of the projects that we're responsible for, we are actually trying to get pigs right now. So we're trying to get everything approved. So we have to keep the animals like all clean and tidy, and we have to move things around and build so we can get pigs.
Yes, at the time I was 9th and 10th grade East facilitator, and 2 9th grade students had trouble getting started on an East project. And so I brought them together and we talked about what they really enjoyed in life, and one was they had a little garden during their science class, and they absolutely loved that, growing different things, even though it was very small. I had been planting tomatoes at home and I had 4 left in the container, and we got permission from our principal for them to plant 4 tomato plants up on top of the hill, and it just exploded from there. My role as facilitator, coordinator, what have you, is to actually smile, point, either nod or shake my head vigorously, and let the kids make the decisions, let them step out, take control. The kids are in charge of feeding. There's a feeder schedule. They take care of all the feeding on the PM times that we feed, or every day, every night, and also weekends, all holidays in the summer. That's their farm. They have ownership. They really get a sense that really anchors them into school. Just like I feel like, and it has been proven in previous years, that the kids seem to come back to 6th grade campus because they feel like this is their anchor.
Mr. Michael Clark, our principal here, I wanted to actually have a more profound role in teaching. I wanted to do some of the things that I found I had limits in substituting. And he reassured me that upon taking the Reach Associate position, that a lot of the things that I wanted to do, I would be able to do, and he would be able to offer as a Reach Associate here. Some of those things included, I wanted a more hands-on approach with the students. I wanted to be able to go in and grade papers and learn how to properly plan and to develop more closer relationships with the students while I was here. And while I was working, or during my time here as a Reach Associate, I was able to do all of those things.
Well, my team, we're the lucky ones. We have the EL population on my team, and my gosh, we love it. It's a cultural explosion every day at school, and you know, we try to facilitate in all sorts of ways, obviously with language support, but also just really, truly, intentionally celebrating all the different cultures that we have. We like kids, not just academically, we like them to be able to share who they are, who their family is, what their story is.
I stepped into a leadership role, and we talked about kind of what we wanted to see changed. We were able to meet with our faculty and have some buy-in from them. What did they want to see? What did they think was best for our students, for our staff? If they could change something, what would that look like? And we're able to just kind of get some feedback from our students on campus that year. What would they like to see differently, as well as our staff, and kind of started on this journey to where we are today. So we wanted to create kind of a smaller environment, which is where our teaming came in. We were presented with opportunity culture, which really fit that model that we were looking for, something that we could take our larger campus and break it into smaller groups.
And I loved how our school was broken into 5 teams. It took a very large school and made it feel smaller, made it feel more, you know, like a neighborhood, like a family. The kids know each other better. The teachers know the children, the relationship, the platform for relationships was there, and I loved that, which segs beautifully into the mentoring that we do at 6th grade. As a teacher, obviously, I had spent many years talking to kids, but not in the intentional way that our mentoring here is set up, where every child has an adult that they regularly check in with weekly. They know that that person, regardless what's going on anywhere else, that person's a safe place they can go with things to celebrate, concerns, things they're worried about. It could be about their family, it could be about school. That was a huge shift, something I hadn't seen before, quite the way that we do it at 6th grade. I loved that.
The reason why I keep doing the same things I do is so when I get older, I can own my own business and like be a barber and do things my own.
The entire atmosphere. It's a friendly place that you can call a second home. It's this place where you can just say, I'm relaxed here, I don't have a care in the world, I can just relax, and well, that's just basically everything I love about this school. This is a fun place to be and a fun place to learn.
I gotta say again, it's the teachers. I feel so safe around them. It's like they'll sacrifice their life just for the students.
I just want to say that our students deserve the best that we have to give them. And in my 34 years, it was my goal that when I retired to leave as enthusiastic as I was when I came into this business. And I can say that being here at North Little Rock Middle School 6th grade has given me that. The students know that we care about them because we bother to look beyond just the books. We do the other things. We look at them as individuals. We're able to talk to them and see them. And I think that's very, very important for our kids to have that. So I'm just really, really happy and elated to be able to say that I can walk away from this. I'll never actually walk away from it, but I can retire and I can feel like there's this hope that this educational system is changing with the time, and it's changing for the better, and our kids are going to be better because of it.